Hey folks, how you doing? Hopefully you're all having a great day today. Got a quick little list to run through. The first thing is the giveaway winner. Gave away some router bits, which are floating around here somewhere. Where are they at? I'll find them. Anyway, let's jump over to the computer and see who won the giveaway. All right, so this is a CSV file of all of the entries to the giveaway. And it actually starts on line 2 because line number 1 is name. I have the email addresses and all that hidden to the right. So if I go down to the very bottom, you'll see that the last line is 1714, which means there's 1,713 people who entered. So 1714 is the highest number, 2 is the lowest number. Let's go to random.org and say that the lowest number, whoops, I don't know what I did there. The lowest number is 2, maximum is 1714. And because this giveaway is from the 8th month, I'll hit generate 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hopefully that's as fair as I could possibly randomly select the number 207 for the winner. So let's go up to 207 and say that the winner is 207. The winner is Tommy Clark. I will send you an email and you get these router bits sent to you. Thank you everyone who participated, and hopefully we can do more of these giveaways in the future. And of course, I'm recording this after I've recorded that, so I know that Tommy Clark is the winner. Congratulations, and thank you to everybody who participated. Hopefully we can do some more of these giveaways in the future. I think I already said that in the last video. Anyway. The next thing on the list is, actually I'm going to jump orders here. So I have, when it rains, it pours. Yes, Murphy's Law has been kicking my butt, and I mentioned it in an email previously. So let me just briefly run through everything that's been going on. Since May of this year, I ripped a stabilizer jack off my camper, easy $25 fix, just a stupid mistake by me, but still frustrating. Then the hitch broke on the camper, the weight distribution hitch, that was frustrating. Then on Father's Day, the water heater went out in my house, so it started leaking, and that's what I did on Father's Day, replaced that. Shortly after that, the microwave went out in our kitchen. Shortly after that, the dishwasher, actually I think the dishwasher was before the microwave. Dishwasher, the bottom seal started leaking, not the seal around the door, but there's a bottom seal, which is strange. I've never had to replace one of those. Anyway, that started leaking, and during getting that part back to us, it got lost in the mail. The first company I went through just absolutely did not understand customer service, and took them over a month to get, or right at a month to get that first order canceled, and just kind of crazy. Went with some other company and got it in a timely manner. So that happened, and then our stove eyes. Every appliance in the house almost has had some problems. So the electric stove eyes, we have an electric stove from 2007. The house was built in 2007, and I think that's the original stove that came with the house. It's one of them flat top, like, the glass top electric stoves, and the 2 big burners that I use every single morning only work on half, right? So it seems like every minute or so I got to rotate the pans 180 degrees so I can keep cooking, and it still works. I'm not going to replace it, but that happened. And then I have, let's see, what else was it? So the CNC started messing up on me about 2 months ago, and I thought I fixed it with a software upgrade to just make sure that Mach was up to this latest version. Ended up not being the issue. And the CNC itself, this Avid CNC, has nothing to do with Avid CNC, and it was all a Windows problem, basically. So I thought I fixed it with the software upgrade, ended up coming right back into the limelight when I was trying to do some kind of important tasks with the machine. And I was down for like 2 days trying to debug this. Corey from Avid CNC took his time out to give me a phone call and kind of walk through some stuff. And we ended up thinking it was probably the Windows computer, which is weird because it was working 1 minute, then not the next, which actually doesn't sound weird. It's Windows. That's the story of Windows. But the problem was the CNC machine was skipping steps, not like a few thousandths of an inch, skipping a little bit of steps, skipping steps, like major, 6 inches off kind of a thing. So I did a bunch of testing with the machine itself, trying to isolate the different axes. All 3 axes were having this issue. Ended up being that I was enabling Wi-Fi on the computer just a couple times to transfer files from my network, my NAS, network attached storage, which is basically just a a giant hard drive that everybody on the network can access. So I would do my main CNC type cam type stuff on my editing computer, and everything's saved to my NAS. And then on my CNC computer, I would enable Wi-Fi, grab the files that I need, disable Wi-Fi, and I ran an extension cord, extension USB to be able to just unplug and plug in a USB Wi-Fi adapter. So that was my process. Well, I noticed the catalyst or the common link to all of the CNC problems was if that instance of Windows running ever connected to the internet via that USB Wi-Fi adapter. If I started the computer with that Wi-Fi adapter in place, I would have skipping step issues with the CNC machine. If I started it without that in place, but then connected to get a file, I would have those issues. If I would completely not connect to a wireless network whatsoever, I would not skip steps on the CNC machine. That is so strange, but I just got grease on my fingers from touching the machine. That is so strange, but that's just what it is. Windows is not that great of a control platform for CNC work. So the solution for me was to dedicate an old laptop that I have to basically being a CNC pendant. So when I had my Axiom CNC machine, it came with a little, was it Rich Auto? So it came with a little pendant that you plug a flash drive in and you load the files that way, and you do that on a file per file basis. It's more convenient to not have to do that, but at the same time I was actually doing that with the USB Wi-Fi adapter. So instead, all problems are solved if I continue to use my editing computer for cam work and then save the .txt program file on a flash drive and input the flash drive to the computer. So strange that that was the issue, but it is what it is. So if you're experiencing similar problems, try that solution. It worked for me, and I was able to successfully cut a bunch of stuff and get what I needed to get done. So that's part of the when it rains, it pours. But wait, there's more. Murphy's Law has been kicking my butt. So, as you probably know from previous content, we got a camper in May of this year. In the first 2 months, we went camping 4 times and just absolutely loved it. We love camping. We love making memories in that regard. So, we planned a big trip to Michigan where all of my Michigan family is, and now that all of us, there's 4 of us kids that grew up in the same household, and now that all of us are adults, we all have kids of our own, and we've never really gotten all of us together. Actually, this is the first time that all of us have been together, because some other kids have been born since the last time we got together. So we decided a few months prior to this trip to rent 3 camping spots back to back to back. We have a camper. One of my sisters has a camper, so we would put the campers on the outside, 2 sites, and then tents in the middle. And we'd have just basically like a family reunion at a campsite with a lake, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Well, over a month prior to that planned trip, I traded my truck, my F-150, for a slightly older F-250 with a diesel. And I've already talked about this previously. I knew there were some problems wrong with the 250, but I knew if I invested $5,000 or less into it, then it would still be a good deal. As far as the book value goes, and as far as the usage, we were wanting something to dedicate as a pulling tool for our camper, and then the utility trailer for the business and whatnot. And with my wife no longer being in the workforce for all of 2022 and the foreseeable future, we have her vehicle, which is a Toyota RAV4, as our little gas sipper run around doing errands things. So I no longer need to have my truck, which was a full-size F-150, as a daily driver. So we can save a tremendous amount of gas on using her vehicle, and then we can better set up the truck for our camping needs and such. We don't have to drive it as often, so there's that. Well, I looked over the truck, and I thought I did a good job looking over. I guess I didn't. So it ended up being about $5,000 for a new set of tires and some front suspension work, and I thought that was it, and everything would have been great, right? Well, the turbo ended up going out, and then during the turbo repair at a repair shop, because I can turn some wrenches, but I'm not really the best at diesel engine work. I don't have much experience with that, or turbos or anything. So I hired that out, And during that process, they goofed up a couple things. That particular shop did. Ended up having to do a warranty claim on the turbo that they just installed, because apparently the one that they just installed was a bad one and it wasn't checked out properly. I ended up driving that truck 25 miles home, and it was spraying oil the whole time. So by the time I got home, it was a couple quarts low on oil, which is frustrating. So they had to do the repair work, warranty work, towing it back, all that crazy stuff. And during that process, they screwed up some electrical stuff, blamed it on something else. FedEx is coming in my driveway. Normally, they're extremely loud here. So they messed it up. I was so frustrated and annoyed with this company because the communication we had back and forth proved their ignorance on the situation. It wasn't a great feeling that I was getting. So I drove it from their shop to the Ford dealership, which is where I should have taken it to begin with. And during that drive, if there was no trees or buildings in the way, it's within seeing distance. That's how close these two repair shops are from one another. During that drive, it died on me 3 times, and it was just instant shut off. So something electrical is going on. Well, Ford says it is something electrical that they screwed up. So now I have to go through the process of paying for more repair work for the first company's problems, and I'm still without a truck. And then hopefully when it's all said and done, I'll have enough evidence or documentation to be able to sue the first shop for their neglect causing this negligence. Is that what it's called? Causing this problem to begin with. This was not a problem that was there before it taking it to them, and there was a big problem afterwards as far as electrical goes. So there's that. I'm trying to get all that situated. In the meantime, part of this, when it rains it pours, part of this Murphy's Law type stuff. In the meantime, I haven't had my truck since July 15. It is September 7th when I'm recording this video. July 15, September 7th. I had it for 2 days during that process of getting it back and then having them take it right back to them. So, man, it's been a frustrating past few months actually, more than a couple. And I still don't have my truck, so I still can't go get materials. Now, I have a couple friends nearby that have trucks, and I'm sure if I asked them to borrow a vehicle, I could go get materials to get started on some stuff. But I really hate asking for help in that regard. And I'm also leaning on, well, the truck's about to be fixed. The truck's about to be fixed. The truck's about to be fixed. I don't need to ask because real soon the truck's about to be fixed. Such a frustrating experience. So yeah, there's that. I have, what am I working on now? Oh, this next couple weeks, I'm going to really put forth a lot of effort to get this kitchen island done. That's been been started months ago. Shout out to Leather by Dragonfly. Yes, so my friends at Leather by Dragonfly sent me this, and I just absolutely love this thing. My daughter is about to walk in the shop. Hold on, I'll get to the Leather by Dragonfly in a second. Hey, you want to come say hi to people? Where are you going? Don't touch that camera. Don't touch the camera. Come around here, okay? Where are you guys going?
To the library.
To the library. Okay, come here. You want to say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
Say hello, people.
Hello, people.
Where are you going?
To the library.
You and Mommy going to story time? You going to read some books, or are you just going to listen? Okay. You going to have fun? All right. Want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
All right. Say see you soon.
See you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. You guys have fun, okay?
See you soon, Dad. Love you.
I love you too. See you soon. Bye-bye. So every Wednesday and every Friday is story time. 2 different towns, and that's a lot of fun. I normally go to the Friday one, but Wednesday is a little bit too early in the week for me. So anyway, my friends at Leather by Dragonfly sent me this, which is awesome. This is called a Sedgley. It's a little tool pouch, clips on your belt. Similar to the Cheapo that I've been using for a little while, but much, much, much better. It's got magnets on both sides, nice little pouch in the middle, and this is really dark, so I don't know if it's showing up that well. Anyway, thank you to my friends at Leather by Dragonfly. They sent me this, but they also sent a second apron for my daughter. All right, Mommy, do you want to help put this on?
Hold on a second. Calm down. All right. Now put your arms through here. Look at that. All right, come here.
It's not a dress, sweetie.
It's an apron.
It's a bigger apron because you're outgrowing your other one. It's just very kind and very much appreciated. My daughter wore that the entire first day that she got it. She's been so excited to put it on. And anytime we do craft stuff, she puts it on. We made a couple of things here in the shop, and she really wears it. I'm not wearing my leather apron as much anymore because I'm trying my best to save electricity. You kind of can't see, but there's one of the mini splits. The mini splits are off, and I wait till it gets about 85 degrees here in the shop before I actually turn them on to save on some electricity. I'm sure everyone out there is experiencing ridiculous utility bills. We have our utility bill is in the low $200s to $250 every single month. Now that's a whole house, 3-bedroom house with a mom and kid who are always home during the day doing their own thing, and that's this shop with all these lights and the air conditioning, all this on one electrical bill, and it's just electricity, no water, and it's on this particular bill. It's $200 to $250. Well, looking at our 13-month history, so you can see the same month as the year before, our usage is way down, trying to conserve, but our bill is even higher. So our bill was over $300 for past couple months in a row, and our little private Facebook community group, some other people were mentioning how ridiculous theirs was, and one person had a bill of over $600. Which is really high. Sounds like they have a really high bill regardless, but even more so, it's really high, really high. So anyway, I've been trying to conserve electricity here in the shop, which means it's a little hotter here in the summertime, which means I'm not putting an apron on. So this has just been such a welcomed addition. Anyway, I have nothing to gain or lose whether you do or do not buy from Leather by Dragonfly, but there's some friends of mine, and I think that they are producing some very good quality products made here in the USA, handmade, and I wish them nothing but the best success. So if you're interested, check out Leather by Dragonfly. Excuse me, tongue-tied. They sell a little bit more than just leather aprons and leather tool pouches, some purses and other whatnots. My wife has one of their purses, and she uses it every single day. I think that's all I have on my list. Back to working more hours here in the shop. I'm also doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that I'm building on the computer. You guys take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.